Hi everyone, welcome back to my study diary. I'm Lauren. If you haven't seen me before, thank you for clicking. I'm basically a third year student at Stirling University in Scotland. I'm a mature student. This is a raw kind of diary that I'm doing. It's a personal sort of project where I am basically putting all the ugly parts, all the good parts, everything in here mostly unedited apart from like study with me's, etc. So yeah, if you know anyone who would like this, let them know. So for everyone else who has been keeping up and has been watching, my modernism results came in. I did film it, but I'm not posting it because it was just a car crash for me. I passed, don't get me wrong, I passed, but it basically made me have like a complete and utter meltdown, and nobody needs to see that. there's raw unedited stuff, and then there's just stuff that's not meant to be on the internet. So I passed. I only got a 40, and that's, just to be clear, that's out of 100, despite all the work and effort and the notes and the stuff that I did. What happened was I lost marks on referencing, and I did not successfully do all that stuff. And I wish that I had, or I knew how to do that. But it's just killing me because I don't want to have scores like that in third year. I'm not one of the students that just wants to cruise by just passing. What a waste of my privilege, right? Just to be clear, in Scotland, if you're Scottish, you're entitled to at least 4 to 5 years student funding, of student loan, and your tuition's paid for you, etc. If you're a low-income family or independent mature student, etc., you get that paid for you and your expenses and stuff like that. So if I am doing that, if I am using this, I want to make sure that it is valued and that I leave with not only education, with understanding new sense of how things work, essentially, with English Lit and all the different writers and everything that goes with that, okay? I want to make my time with uni worth it, worthwhile, because I realise that I'm privileged. I'm not rich, right? But I have privilege in other ways. And it really kills me because I can't redo it. And I don't think I'll ever have the money to do that. So I've only got like this one shot. Feel a bit like Eminem right now. I'm not gonna do lyrics. Don't worry. You better lose yourself in the music moment. No. Hi. I'm just really heavy depressed right now. It may not seem like that, but I'm high functioning at this point, and trying to keep going. And I messaged one of my modernism teacher about the results and how I was actually feeling, and I maybe overshared just a little bit, but he did get back to me and he says, come spend some time with me and we'll go over this and see where you're lacking and what's going on. So I've yet to reply to him, but I will. I was just waiting for a couple of days just to simmer down. I just don't want to leave wasting that money. I mean, other people might be comfortable doing that. I'm not. Especially when there's other students there that are paying for it, just an arm and a leg for it. And I don't know, I really don't appreciate having such low scores. I may be really hard on myself here, and I know a few of you that pointed that out in the comments. But I want to leave with good scores, even if it's not a first, but definitely not a fucking third. No chance. It's not like I'm telling myself that I'm terrible. I know that I'm intelligent. People keep reminding me how intelligent I am. Like, I don't know if anyone's noticed between this channel and my main channel, that sometimes I forget or I don't even realise how intelligent I am. And even talking about it now, I still don't realise it. But I want things to match and to live up to this. I want to be able to master the system, to master everything that I'm doing and have that reflected in the paperwork, and then also having that reflected in any referrals or references that I'll get from tutors, lecturers, etc. Now I think I already know I'll get a couple of good references from them, based on my skill turning up early or just interaction in the class, giving ideas, talking, etc. So, well, that said and out the way, it's the next step is finding a way forward. Sorry, my camera's sitting on my knees, so it's kind of like, where do I sit? Do I stay still? There we go, that'll do. Where do I go forward? So I've decided to have a look at some online courses, and I found Skillshare, because I remember it from adverts. Everybody had a sponsor by Skillshare. And I went on to have a look and see if they've got any writing classes, stuff for essays. And I found one from this Australian teacher. She's also an artist, crafty person, so that's really good. And she has little bite-size essay tips for introduction and the middle and like the conclusion, etc. Things to do, referencing, and blah blah blah. So I took a whole bunch of notes in a Word document, and I think I understand now where I'm going wrong, but I just need to refine that and look at other examples of distinction essays or essays that are firsts and stuff like that to really ramp up what I'm doing and go on less tangents and stick to the question and answer the question fully, because that's what I thought I was doing last ones, and I was trying, but I did waffle, and I have a tendency to swoon too much over history and just be a nerd. Although my essays are entertaining, they're not necessarily up to scratch for what they are. So I get that. That's fine. That's my fault. I put my hands up to that. And I'm going to keep trying to better that. And last night I got through a good chunk of this. Took some notes. I have a better idea and understanding of what it is. And I have to read a bunch of other stuff today. I really want to go out to the gym, and I might still. It's not too late. It's just about midday actually, so I could take that with me and read at the gym or whatever. I'm gonna get that done. Mark out all my reading list stuff that I need to catch up on and do. Buy a couple of cans of energy drink, and prepare to have a couple of all-nighters in the next few days, and hopefully prep enough stuff to take with me to uni to sit with my modernism tutor and hash these things out, and maybe get a chance to talk to my Renaissance one and maybe the Romanticism one. Although I did really well in the Romanticism comparatively they're all different scores, so I think I need to maybe print those all out and see where I'm going wrong and mark them and see what's going on. But apart from that, I'm honestly feeling a bit not isolated or lonely, but I need human contact. I'm literally fighting my own depression right now. Those scores have really smacked the shit out of me. And I'm not feeling well, there's every reason and point to it. It's just really, I feel my brain cycling through old shit that doesn't matter anymore. It's almost like a sort of PTSD reaction kicking in. Yeah. And it's really fucking annoying. Try to do stuff in your brain's just exploding stuff at you. Mind that time you did this, mind that time you did that. Mind how you didn't do this, and oh, mind how you said that to this person, and it's just a wash of just things. And some of it makes my skin crawl. Stuff that's happened to me, stuff that's went through last year uni as well. That's its whole trauma itself. Let's just be honest and put it out there. It only really comes out when I'm properly stressed or something like this happens. Although it's not severe. There has been times where I've been so stressed that I can't speak, that I'll stutter really badly, and like my whole back of my neck and head will just be one tight ball, and I'll twitch a little bit. She's just crazy. I have a whole host of issues with me. Who's not got issues? I know before anyone asks in the comments, I don't take medication. There's a reason for it, and the reason is I firmly believe that if you want to get over any mental health issues, depending on severity, obviously, that you should do them in a therapeutic way that doesn't depend on medication. I know medication can help, but your body has a habit of overcoming said medication and becoming immune to said medication as well. And I always wanted to challenge myself to really meditate and try to get past it on my own, or with counselling, or with help from friends, or by reading or exploring self and coming to new understandings, and then helping the grieving process of going through guilt, anger, blah blah blah, and then into acceptance and stuff like that, and then be able to actually move on, because a lot of people, that's what people need. I can't, obviously that does not work for everybody, but I firmly believe that even though my pain is up here and here, and it's sometimes physical, if I'm strong enough to get past everything else that's happened to me in my life, I can get past this. I do have a good support network. I have a good couple of sisters, adopted sisters, friends and people online I can reach out to if I need to. I don't tend to reach out to a doctor or anything like that unless it's really, really bad. And I've been there a few times. I think it's why I like reading so much. Is because it's one, an escape, two, I learn loads more things and I get to understand the person who's writing it and be in their mind, find common ground and learn something new, but also distract from what's really going on here, but also help just process that stuff as I'm going along. Because I think that's what really happens to people sometimes. It's just one thing after another and they don't have enough time to process it and let it just sink in and go through everything that needs to happen in order to get past it. So I'd rather go through all that pain than rely heavily on medication that sorry, I dropped my camera, is can or will be addictive. It's not a good place to go. But either way, my sister should be coming around later. I've got all this reading to do. I might go to the gym. We'll see what happens. But generally, the depression is real. I have coffee. Coffee is good. And my personalised coffee cup, which actually needs to be coloured. I got one of these reusable coffee cups from my uni. It's a Starbucks one. Reusable plastic. And I decided to colour it in and make it a kind of custom cup so it doesn't get confused in the queue. Like, that's my one. It says Queen in the North on it. Because I did that. Queen in the North. I wrote it on badly. It was a bad attempt, but it's mine. Oh. So yeah. We all have issues, we all have problems, and I am working hard to get through them, finding solutions and moving forward the best I can, and I don't know, I'll get there eventually. I think if you want to be a student in the first, you have to basically have no life. I could be wrong. If you want to correct me on that, let me know. I'm so tired, so drained, so everything. Maybe this nice kind of video is turned into be a rant. Oh, it's a shitey. It's a lot better than the one that I'd done previously. The lead girl, we don't know her. No, we don't. But yeah, that's been my drama for today. So if you know anyone that's similar or need someone to talk to or just share the experience of being a student, let them see this. Hit the comments below and I will be posting more soon. Also go check out my other channel, Lauren's Corner, and I'll see you